with Cajun Cardboard coming at you from the great state of Louisiana with another PWCC Weekly Auction. I'm scrolling to the top. This is Weekly Auction number 56. So today is February 13th. This auction ended last night on Sunday after a furious extended bidding on February 12th. Tomorrow, guys, if you're watching this, and I know 99.9% of you are guys, don't forget about Valentine's Day tomorrow. For your spouse, girlfriend, or female companion. Valentine's Day is important to them, even though it doesn't mean a damn thing to us. So do something nice for them. And just wanted to put that out there as a friendly reminder. So let's get cranking. I've got the top 100. I haven't looked up that many in Card Ladder, maybe 15 this time. We're going to try to go a little quicker than normal. I'm even going to scroll through some rows without talking. Yeah, I know I said that before, but I'm really going to try this time to get this thing done in under 30 minutes. So good looking Luka Doncic International. That's one of his first autograph cards from Contenders, 1650. This whole bottom row is about 1650, 1680. A Kevin Durant Eminence, a LeBron PSA 9, Topps Chrome. We're going to look up all the LeBron Topps Chrome refractors, different grades, stuff like that. We're going to kind of check in on that, right? We're about, 4 or 5 days after he broke the scoring record. I did a video recently. If you missed it, please go look at it. It was really interesting. Pre-scoring record, the LeBron high pop cards were going up and racing off to the races, the affordable high pop cards. Now, post-scoring record, we're about to see the inverse happen. This is going to be real interesting. If you haven't watched the video, go watch it. Everything I said in the video was true at the time I made the video about 10 days ago, and all of it is changing right now. Post-accomplishment, as expected, as I discussed, as we all know. When you actually accomplish the feat, the market floods with supply and the value of that asset goes down. And it happened, and it happened over and over. Patrick Mahomes won the Super Bowl last night. Travis Kelce was great. Their cards are going to go down. It is the dumbest thing ever, but it does make sense if you take a step back and look at it. The time to sell the cards is leading up to the accomplishment, not post-accomplishment. Anyway, there's a CSG slab that made our top 100. Somebody decided to put this beautiful Giannis fresh paint auto in a CSG slab. Tyrese Halliburton 910 prime materials patch auto. Yeah, PSA 9 Topps Chrome LeBron again. A really good looking Chris Paul patch auto rookie card. This is an awesome card, and it's a PSA 10. I like the Chris Paul move right now. He is a top 5 point guard all time, period, end of story. No matter how much you love him, how much you hate him, it doesn't matter what he's doing right now. He looks like a fossil. He looks like he's over the hill. Durant may energize him and rejuvenate him for a playoff run. I don't know. He may finally get the ring. I don't know. They're the favorites in the West now. But I still like Chris Paul from an investment perspective, and that is coming from somebody who pushed a ton of money into Chris Paul, sold it at the peak. It was one of the very few things that I actually did sell at the peak and crushed it. And now I don't own any. Well, I own one Chris Paul card, the 2012 base Prism PSA 10. Chris Paul cards are, as the young folks like to say, criminally undervalued. I just think his cards are way, way, way too cheap for a top 5, possibly top 3 point guard of all time. Then we've got a Doncic on the next row. This is an interesting one. I don't know what's wrong with this card. You don't see very many ultra modern shinies that are PSA 7s, so something glaring must be wrong. It must be a scratch on the front or back. I know the centering's terrible, but PSA 7 is an awful grade. I almost would have, as the owner, cracked it and just sold it raw. I feel like most people, when they buy raw, they expect 8 at the absolute worst. And a lot of people kind of expect to get a 9, a 10's a win, an 8's a loss, and a 9's kind of what they expect from a raw card. I'm talking about ultra modern shiny cards that are solid like these optic hollows. So I almost would have cracked that and sold it raw. Patch autograph John Morant. This one is raw, NBA, authenticated. Anthony Edwards optic choice black gold. Pretty interesting looking card. I know people nowadays don't really like the horizontal cards. There was a time and a place. You know, a lot of cards from the, I guess, 50s in baseball were horizontal. People liked some of those. I guess people are just one or the other on the horizontal versus the vertical stuff. A Galactic 9.5 LeBron does 1830. Our first Topps LeBron PSA 10, and you'll see there's a few more up here. Some of these are old label where you can just kind of tell based on the font. Let's go ahead and start. Here's the Topps PSA 10. This is what I was trying to show you guys. So leading up to, let's go to 3 months. The 3 months leading up to him breaking the scoring record. Look at this. These cards went up 37%. It's a pop 2,255 card. So contrary to conventional wisdom, a high pop card in this receding market was actually doing very well, right? So these are investor types jumping in, grabbing the cards before he breaks the scoring record because, oh, after he breaks the scoring record, the cards are going to go to the moon. Well, that's never the case, and it's not the case. So they were up 37% over 90 days. Over the last month, they've kind of flattened out as people had that scoring record baked in. Look what's happened over the last 2 weeks. And remember, he broke the scoring record like 5-7 days ago. So this is only going to get worse. He broke the scoring record, what is today? So the 12th was Sunday. So right here, somewhere around here, I'm guessing. Maybe the 8th, maybe the 7th, something like that. Look what's happened since he broke the record. Way down, down, and down. And so these cards are not going to go up. They're going to go down in the near future, which is really sad because I'm selling a bunch of these types of LeBron rookie cards. The Bowman Chrome Rookies and Stars, 10, and then the 2002 Finest White Suit pre-rookie card, 10. Which of these three would you guys rather have? The 2002 Finest, the 2003 Rookies and Stars, or the 2003 Topps Base Paper PSA 10? Guess what? They all sold for $18.60, so they're all right at the same number. Just curious which one you guys would prefer. There's a Galactic Anthony Edwards that also goes for $18.90. A Gold Contenders LeBron, Gold Optic Donovan Mitchell. For some reason, that card doesn't really do it for me. I'm not really sure why. It doesn't really look like a gold. It's almost like there's more blue than there is gold, and maybe that's why it gets lost kind of in the blue. But BGS 9 goes for $18.90. Two more tops go for $18.90 and $19.50. So those tops, PSA 10s, went for $18.60, $18.90, and $19.50. Next row, we've got a red PMG. And stay tuned till the end because there's a big LeBron at the end that finished second on our Rushmore that you want to stay tuned and check out. You don't see it every day. But this one goes for $19.80, serial numbered to 150. This is technically Giannis's rookie card. This is his red PMG PSA 7. Those are condition sensitive. Not as condition sensitive as the original 1997 PMG basketball, but nevertheless, hard to find high grades from the 2013 Fleer Retros as well. Really cool looking. Luka Doncic Immaculate Collection signature. This is from 2020, so third year Doncic to serial number to 25 goes for 2010. A blue Contenders Ja 2010, and then the LeBron 2003 Finest in a PSA 9 goes for 2040. Those, of course, are serial numbered to 999. Another Bowman Rookies and Stars Chrome. This one obviously must be a little bit better centered or must have had a little bit better eye appeal because somebody paid about $210 more for this one than the one that we saw below that went for $18.90 or $18.80 or something. 1997 Flair Showcase Basketball Hobby Box. Man, that would be a really fun rip right there. Looking for Tim Duncans and looking for legacies and crazy stuff like that. 2070 for that box. A dual patch Jordan 8.5 goes for $2,100. And here's a card that stood out to me. This is really cool. 2014 was a Zach LaVine's rookie year. It's from Flawless, so big product. It's a one-of-one masterpiece autograph. This is a really, really interesting, cool Zach LaVine card. Gotta be one of the best Zach LaVine cards in the world, certainly top 10. It's a one-of-one back when there weren't very many one-of-ones out there. $2,130 for one of Zach LaVine's best cards in the world. Again, where does Zach LaVine fit historically? I don't know. He's going to be a really damn good player. I don't know how much his cards are going to, retain their value over time, but great player to watch. Super bouncy. Had a really good career. Just never could find himself in the right spot with the Chicago Bulls and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Here's a Josh Giddey gold sensational signatures. Remember, not the rookie signatures, but the sensational signatures. It's a 10-10, which makes it a pop 2. Sold for $21.90. A BVG 7 Jerry West with a beautiful box cut flat top, $22.80. BGS 10 Doncic green, $2,400 for that card. A LeBron autograph, sweet spot 9-10 sells for $2,400 as well. Tiger Stripe 9 for Ja Morant, way off center left to right, sells for $25.20. Another raw Ja Morant with the NBA authentication. This is serial number to 11. For some reason, I'm not really sure why it's serial number to 11. His jersey number is 12. 10 is usually the number they round to. Somebody may know something more than me, but this is Crown Silhouettes Premium Edition number to 11, $25.20. And in case Steph Curry from Eminence goes for $25.20. And then a Dwight Howard, a big-time Dwight Howard card right here. This is his 2004 exquisite rookie patch auto, serial number to jersey number 12. It's card number 5 out of 12. Sorry, the denominator is the jersey number. Sells for $25.20. That's an interesting comparison. Dwight Howard had a much better career than Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine 101 sells for about the same as a Dwight Howard serial number to 12. Interesting comparison between those two. Sort of not. Those are guys that we don't often see in our top 100 countdown for these PWCC weeklies. Dual auto Bird Russell from Ultimate Collection in 2005, 2640. The Anthony Edwards Rookie Color Blast, BGS 9, 2880. So 2 more Bill Russells on this page. Sell for right at 2880. Let's look up the LeBron Topps Chrome BGS 9.5. All right, that's the next card we're going to look up. There it is. Now I'm going to show you the same thing. Over the last 3 months, what has the card done? It's actually down 10%. But over the month leading up to the scoring record, the card is up 17.55%. It's actually up way more than that as he approached that scoring record. And then once he got it, look what happened. Again, it's not a perfect science, but over the last 2 weeks, the card's down 36%. The card's down 36% just over the last 8 sales. And so what we saw on the Topps is what we're seeing on the Topps Chrome, only on a whole nother level because it is even a higher pop. The Chrome's actually a higher pop in BGS 9.5 than the Topps is in PSA 10. So more of the same there. Bowman Rookies and Stars, if you want to try to pull the Nick Collison, good luck. That rookie card's in there. You can retire early, 3120. Los Conquistadores, Wilt Chamberlain card. A lot of people don't remember that he even played for, I think they were the San Diego Conquistadors. It might be San Francisco. I can't remember. I really should know this. But very brief stint with the Conquistadors. He was actually even a player coach for a little while. 3120 for Wilt in a BVG 6. That's a really tough card and really hard, really expensive and very high grade. Like really crazy expensive and really high grade. The BVG 6 sold for $3,120, just to give you an idea. Another really fun rip. Love this product. 2003 Fleer EX basketball sealed hobby box sells for $32.40. A very off the radar, like late 80s Jordan, 1987 MarketCom Sports Illustrated BGS 9 sells for $32.40. This is the Luka Doncic Prism Choice Red. I think these were serial number to 88. Yes, serial number to 88. I once owned this card, $33.60 for the 9.5 minimum gem. Let's check out the Michael Jordan 97 Metal Universe PSA 10. Very rarely do you get a Michael Jordan base card, other than the 86 Fleer. Rarely do you get a Michael Jordan base card in our top 100 PWCC Weekly Countdown, but here's one, 1997 Metal Universe PSA 10. I'm a proud owner of this card. I don't want to tell you what I paid for it because it's shameful. I paid $5,000. Confession. Here's what it's done over the last 6 months. Bloodbath City, man. The card got all the way as high as 6170, 6200. It's all the way back down to 3360 just over the last 6 months. This is actually up from the last sale, which was 3112. So maybe we've seen the floor. If we look at the handy dandy pop price report from Card Ladder, you can see this is not a rare card. Over 5,500 have been graded between the two big grading companies. 3% gem rate is pretty low for a base Jordan card from the 90s, but $33.60 for the 10. Look how cheap the 9 is, $240. So the 9 is just so much cheaper than the PSA 10, and that's because there's 1,114 9s. The 10 is still a pretty low pop card, 133 out there. It's really not that many. Let's keep rolling. Scoring Kings 9.5. Of course, most people want this card in a PSA 10 if they can, or a PSA slab of some sort. But the BGS 9.5 is only a pop 100. The PSA 10, I think, is also right at it. Yeah, 97. So about the same pop between 10s and 9s. The 9.5s were 10s and 9.5s. 9.5 is worth about 1/3. It worth $33.60. Sold for $33.60 last night, which is right on the number. It looks like we're kind of finding that floor on the Scoring Kings. It did make a little run here over the past few months, up to 4,600, but back down here to $33.60 for the 9.5. I recently got out of my 9.5 copy because I have a PSA 10 Scoring Kings set, but that's what the card's done over the last year, down 9.68%. I don't want to tell you what happened. Of course, somebody at one point paid $9,500 for this card, which is about what the PSA 10's worth. and now it's like a 3-for-1 discount. But that kind of gives you an idea of what the history of the card is. Up 250%, still not bad all time, but way behind a lot of Jordan cards over history. Like if you look at the PSA 10, it's up 3,654%. So same pop, but incredibly different rate of return. Makes me think that maybe the 9.5 is a little bit undervalued. I'm not saying go buy it, but hell, that's interesting. It's only up to 50% all time, and the PSA 10's up so much over the same duration. $34.80 for an upper deck autograph LeBron. A Giddy, let's look up this Giddy National Treasures True RPA. It's a BGS 9 with a 10 for the auto. Where is he? There he is. This card's actually sold a few times. It's a pop 15 in BGS 9. It's sold 5 times over the last 2 years. Of course, coming out of the gates, everybody's cards are going to be hot their rookie year, and Giddy had a great rookie year. 8,400, 8,100, and then it drops, right? Drops as in half to January, 4,000, 5,000, 3,600. So this card is definitely on the move downward. Let me know what you think about Giddy. It's interesting the way he and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander play on the same team, the same position. Both of those are non-perimeter oriented guards. Both of those guys like to get in the paint. SGA gets in there to put his defender in a blender and use his length, athleticism, and size and crafty footwork to destroy people at the free throw line, believe it or not, and inside the paint. Almost a Rondo type game, well, a whole nother level of offensive player than Rondo, but he loves to get 2 feet in the paint. Giddy is more like Rondo. He gets in the paint with his tremendous size and then distributes the ball. Not that Rondo had tremendous size, but Giddy gets in the paint to create for others. SGA gets in the paint to destroy you and score. So seems to be working out. For some reason, the Thunder are winning games. The German Wunderkind, that is like a savant, like a special, talented young person in German. That's my understanding. I don't have dictionary.com pulled up, but this is a Dirk Nowitzki, serial number to 25, National Treasures, notable nicknames auto, sold for $37.20. A Trae Young, a Giannis that I've never seen, 2013 NBA Prime patches. It's just a patch, no auto. Serial number to 25. Pretty cool looking patch, man. That's about as cool. That's about as much fantasticness as you can shove into a tiny little patch window like there is on this card. $37.20 there, and Eminence Kobe. Let's look up the Jordan Hot Shots PSA 9. Actually, did I look that up? I did. Okay, this card's on a downward trend here. It's only a pop 69. We know the PSA 10's a pop 20 and a huge card, right? So 17,000 for the PSA 10. The PSA 9's a pop 69. 39.60 for that card, but look at this downward trend. And this last one at 39.60, pay attention. Over the last 2 years, the card sold 17 times in PSA 9, and that is the lowest sale. So this Jordan card, there's Jordan cards out there that are continuing to go down that are very rare pieces, okay? This is an example. Pop 69, when you add up the 9s and the 10s, it's under 100 of them in the world in PSA. So I just thought that was an interesting trend to show that this one sold for the least any PSA 9 has sold for in the last 2 years. The PSA 10 hasn't even sold in the last 2 years. That's how rare that PSA 10 is. And as you can see, that card is not going down. That card is going up. The PSA 10, that is. The last one sold for $3,750, but it was way back in 2019, and we know the hobby world changed in a drastic way since then. So that's the hot shot right there. Might be a time to get into your hot shot if you're not in yet, and PSA 9 is your joint. Horizontal was the true RPA. Serial number to 199 was the true RPA for the 2012 rookie class, which consists of Kawhi Leonard among other notable studs. 4,000 for that raw one. Tyler Hero authentic with a 9 for the auto, 4,200. Bill Russell on card auto, 2 for the card, authentic for the auto. Got a lot of creases down here. Still presents really well in my opinion, and the auto looks crystal clear. I would have gotten that auto graded. I don't know why that auto didn't grade a 10. I would have graded the auto. 4,200. Laundry tag, John Morant, serial number to 5, rookie card from Noir, which I really like that product. Really hard to grade. PSA 9 goes for $45.60. We see this Steph Curry all the time, except this is the bonus shots green parallel. So serial number to 25. So this one's a little bit more rare. We see the Prestige Auto all the time, and we see the Prestige all the time, but this is the green parallel bonus shot, serial number to 25, 45, 60. Halliburton outselling Josh Giddey. Let me know your thoughts on that. Is he better than Giddey? Is he worse than Giddey? I think he's probably a little notch ahead of Giddey because he shoots the ball a little bit better. He's in a little bit worse situation. I think when Chet Holmgren shows up, that takes the Thunder even another step forward. I'm not sure where the Pacers go from here. So Halliburton, a few bucks more expensive than Giddey. Yeah, about $1,000 more than Giddey. So about 25% premium for Halliburton over Giddey. And again, not all cards are the same. This patch is nice. This patch is probably a little bit cooler, just the way it breaks. And then let's look up our 1986 Fleer. You guys know I'm a sucker for 86 Fleer. We haven't looked them up in a while. Let's compare Olajuwon and Ewing. They sold for the exact same price. And you're probably looking at it and you're like, what the hell? Olajuwon was twice the player Ewing was. And you're probably right. He has infinity more rings and infinity more Defensive Player of the Year. I mean, he was just a much more accomplished, much more hardware in the closet for Hakeem Olajuwon than for Patrick Ewing. But these are both PSA 10s from the exact same historic iconic set, sell for the exact same price. But why? Why did they? Let's look. Now, Olajuwon is up 11% over the last 6 months. It's a pop 335. The Ewing is a pop 158, so less than half. That's why. Ewing is up 13% over the last 6 months. So we're seeing something happen with the 86 Fleer. There's enough sales here to make a conclusion, draw a conclusion. 18 sales, up 11%. For the Ewing, 9 sales, up 13%. So good to see for these Hall of Fame PSA 10 rookie cards from 86 Fleer. Doncic Purple Pulsar, number to 35. BGS 9.5 sells for $51.60. Huge ass bounty napkin, $51.60. LeBron. Let's look up the Jordan Rockstars die cut refractor PSA 10. $51.60. This card made a leap, people. This card made a huge leap. Look at this. So the last sale was $34.11, and the card was on a downward trend over the last 7 sales. And then last night, the card jumped all the way up to the highest it sold for in the last 6 months, $51.60. So a good sign there for Jordan collectors. Good sign there for people that own this card. I think I own it in a BGS 9.5 if I'm not mistaken, which is going to be worth a lot less, obviously. But the BGS 9.5 is on the move too. Damn, that card's up 11% over the last 6 months. So good news there for both of those grades for that Rockstars refractor. And again, if you're searching for it, remember, Rockstars is 2 words and stars is plural. Limited logos. Magic Johnson from 2004, second year exquisite, 5520. A pristine refractor, LeBron James. Look at the serial number, 23 out of 1999. So serial number 23, jersey number, pretty cool pickup there for that one. Subs are probably on the back. I'm not going to click and see. It doesn't matter to me. 5520, gold signatures. This is the true rookie signatures. Trae Young pretending like he's dunking a basketball with 2 hands, which we all know he cannot do. 5760 for that one. The 9 autograph truly does kill it. We got a 2003 Ultimate Collection sealed hobby box. It's got 4 packs in it. 5880 LeBron. Never seen this one. LeBron SB Game U second year patch autograph. It's a PSA 6, 10 for the auto. Really good looking patch in that tiny little circular window. 6,000 for that card. And let's look up Barkley. So we looked up Ewing. We looked up Olajuwon. They were both up about 10, 12% over the last 6 months. And let's see what the Barkley did. I'll give you a hint. The Barkley's pop is right in between Ewing and Olajuwon. Barkley's probably more popular than the other 2 players. A little bit less accomplished than Olajuwon, a little bit more accomplished than Ewing with the MVP. Barkley is down over the last 6 months, 4.76%. So go figure. I don't know what's going on. It could be the particular card. Remember, not all PSA 10s are the same. And then again, Barkley did run up a little bit leading into the last 3 months, so that might have something to do with it as well. Jolly Rancher Morant, 6,300. A PSA 10 Topps Chrome LeBron. It's time we look it up. I know you didn't want to, but we got to check it out. Or maybe we don't. Maybe I've got it later. I thought I looked this card up. Maybe I didn't. Let's go back here. Let's go back here and let's go look up the PSA 10. There it is. That's what it did last night. So 6,500. This one sells for 6,300. So there must have been a few more sales than Card Ladder takes the average. But 6,300 is what this one did last night. This card over the last 2 weeks is actually down 14%. But Going into breaking the scoring record, it was about flat. It actually went up significantly from 6,700 all the way up here to 9,200, right? So way up, and then it's dropped way down over the last 2 weeks. It's just hard for me to get it. I can go down here and we can modify these dates, but if we go back here and we go look at the last 3 months, you can see that the card got all the way up to 9,200, and now it's down 3,000 since then. So it's way down from the peak that it got to just before he broke the scoring record. You're just going to have to trust me. Here is a Tim Duncan 1997 Topps Chrome Refractor PSA 10. Big Duncan card there. 6,300 for that one. Greening, always the concern. I don't know. You'll have to look closely. Make your own decision. There it is. Believe it or not, somebody paid $36,000 for this card 2 years ago. The card's now selling for $6,300. We're not even at the floor yet. $9,600, $7,500, $6,700, $7,200, $5,955, $6,300. Wow, that is an incredible drop. Down 82.5% over the last 2 years. Is that the highest anybody ever paid? Yeah, 36,000. Somebody just really jumped from 20,000 to 36,000. Did that get paid for? I don't know. Was it in the first quarter of 2021? You bet your ass it was. Good Lord, that is a terrible, sad story right there. We got a Jordan 8.5. It's actually a good looking 8.5, 6,300. Two more LeBron Topps Chrome PSA 10, 6,600, 6,600. We looked at this one, 6,300. So that's where they got the average. In-person autograph Steph Curry, or is this I don't know what that means. Beckett witnessed autograph Steph Curry in-person something. 2016 first unanimous MVP. Pretty cool piece right there. Not my style, but pretty cool piece. Kobe Impeccable patch auto. Really good looking patch. Serial number to 10, 7,500. Let's look up the Jordan Titanium. Remember the issue with this card is it white or is it yellow? This one looks really clear to me. Again, it's not always foolproof in the pictures, but this one looks really good. And I tend to think that the buyer of this card agreed with me because this one went way the hell up. So last sale was 5,100. What is that? That is 7 days ago. Somebody jumped on this one for 7,800. Let's see if it gets paid. That's a humongous jump percentage-wise from 5,100 to 7,800. Wow. These cards always struck me as interesting. Kobe's all rookie selections. This is the prime parallel, serial number to 25, patch autograph. It's Giannis's autograph, Giannis's patch, Kobe's face, Giannis's body. 8,700 for that one. LeBron's 2003 SP Signature Edition Auto 9.510. There's another 2003 SP Authentic Signatures LeBron BGS 9.5 that goes for 9,000. So two LeBron autos, 8,700 and 9,000. Dual patch autograph LeBron. This is serial numbered to only 23. It's a pop 1 and 8.5, 8,700. Limited logos, Kobe 9,000. Dual patch Kobe and KG 9.510. That's a serial number to 10. It's also number 8 out of 10, which matters for Kobe collectors, 9,600. Rave Reviews, another big Jordan card. I've got this one in this exact same grade. I'm curious, what did it do? Down a little bit. So the last one sold back in September, maybe 5-6 months ago, 11,000. This one goes for under 10,000, 9,600. Only a pop 9. Yes, you heard me right. Pop 9. There's 17 PSA 10s. There's 9 BGS 9.5s. This card has a pretty low gem rate in Beckett and a pretty high gem rate in PSA, which is usually the inverse. It's really rare. But that card all time, let's look at it and see what it's done. So there you go. So there's the typical Jordan trend on one of these low pop cards. They just don't sell very often. Ran all the way up to 11,160, which was the highest ever sold 5 months ago, and now it's back to 9,600. The question is, where do we go from here? Does it depend on the subs? You know, the subs on this one, it's a minimum gem with 9 for the edges. We've got a BGS 10 Topps Chrome LeBron. We didn't look that one up. Let's look that up just out of curiosity. There you go. I wonder if it did the same thing. 3 months leading up. Oh, actually, no. This one sucked in the months leading up to breaking the scoring record down big time. This one's definitely a different trend than the others, right? This is a way different trend than the PSA 10 and the BGS 9.5. This one looks like it hit about the number, down a little bit, but about the right number. The BGS 10 is only a pop 170, something like that. So Interesting. The Nike promo, we're not going to look it up, 10,000. Just know that card got to like 45,000 at one point. Here's a Kobe patch auto, which is cool because it must be an like an all-star patch or something because it's blue, white, and red, unless he had a brief stint with the Sixers that I don't know about. Serial number to 25, Noble nameplates. A lot of people love this insert in the Exquisite Collection set. 10,500 for that Kobe. And here we are on Rushmore. I'm going to do it. I'm almost under 30 minutes. I'm not going to do it. The Wilt, there's too much to talk about on these four because these four all matter. This Wilt Chamberlain did work last night. So first of all, can we all agree this may be the greatest looking 6 I've ever seen in my life? I mean, if I submitted this card recently and it got a 6, I would jump off a bridge. That is an insane looking PSA 6. That is why PWCC gave it the 15% sticker. I'd have given that bitch a 5% sticker. That's the best looking PSA 6 card I've ever seen in my entire life. 10,800 for this Wilt. Let's look it up. As you can see, humongous jump. Somebody agreed with me. 5,400 was the last one. Why don't we go ahead and double it? That card jumped 100% growth rate over the last 3 months. We know what 6s are worth. 54, 55, 51, 57, 57, 54. This one jumped to 10,800. So let's just be clear. That's a whole different level. What is a PSA 7 worth? PSA 7 is worth 14,000. So you jumped near the PSA 7 value on that card. And look, let's look at this PSA 7. The PSA 6 that sold last night looks 100 times better than that. So maybe, just maybe, the buyer of this card has got some crack and sub intentions and he wants to crack this thing, submit it to PSA, hand it, walk it through. I don't know. Maybe he thinks he can pull a 7 or God forbid an 8, right? An 8 Wilt goes for crazy lunatic numbers. What's the 8 go for? $43,000. So maybe somebody had crack and sub intentions. Let me know what you think in the comments, but that looks like an incredible PSA 6 to me. Right next to it, we got a 2003 Topps Chrome box. If you wanted to go searching for LeBron, Melo, Wade, and Bosch rookie cards, we know what's happened to these boxes over the last 2 years. It's terrible, right? Somebody paid 44 grand. Now you can buy one for 11 grand. Even over the last 3 months, it looks like it's sort of settled out. Maybe, I don't know. Let's look at 6 months. That's a little better indication. Somebody way overpaid here for some reason. The boxes are about flat. So it looks like we've kind of found the bottom, not where they used to be. What are you doing? You ripping this? Or are you going to keep this thing on ice? Let me know what you would do if this was your box. And then the 2 cards that we're going to talk about, one of them's boring, but one of them's kind of a sexy card. Street Clothes LeBron playing with a Pizza Hut ball right here. I don't know what the hell Skybox or whatever the damn product is, Skybox, Metal Universe, whatever they were thinking. Why is LeBron dribbling a green and yellow ball? At least it's a color match on the card. They did give him a green t-shirt with absolutely no logos. I could see a Nike swoosh right here on his shoes. So I don't know if that was an accident or maybe it's just the NBA stuff you can't put on there. But this is jersey number 6 out of 10. BGS 9, Pop 1, none graded higher. There's only 10 of them, just like the old PMGs from 1997. Remember, this is the Skybox Metal Universe product that came out. I ripped one of these boxes on my channel. I actually pulled a LeBron Jambalaya retro in the box that was gifted to me by the great Chris and Christina from Card Ladder fame and the crossover. Pulled that LeBron Jambalaya, but you've seen me open one of these boxes. It was a fun rip. The problem is you pull supermodels, you pull sportscasters, you pull skateboarders, you pull like snowboarders and female tennis players. I'll be honest, I don't want that shit. I don't collect that. I collect basketball cards. So if you like pop culture and like oddities and the unknown, it's probably a great product for you to go rip. Again, none of it is licensed, okay? And so that's the distinction. So the question is, what's this LeBron really worth? Well, this card is setting the market. Again, it's jersey number, so it's going to skew it a little bit, but I've got it pulled up. This is all you get to work with. A raw one sold shortly after release for $10,000. And I don't know if that's the 6. I don't know because I'm not going to click in it and find out. And then this one sold for $21,600 in a BGS 9. I'm guessing whoever bought this card is one of those numbers freaks who really cares about the jersey match serial number. What's ironic is there's no jersey number on the it's just a green t-shirt, right? It's a Hanes, right? So I don't know. You guys chime in. Let me know what you think. Is 21,600 for this card a silly number? Would you rather have 2 Wilt Chamberlain PSA 6 rookie cards that look like that? Or would you rather have this green LeBron James 2021 Skybox Metal Universe Retro Precious Metal Gems green jersey number match, sort of? I don't know. Let me know. Let's look up this last one. NBA Silver Sticker. This is the Topps Chrome Refractor PSA 10 for LeBron. We've got it pulled up. Over the last 6 months, this card's down 20%. Pop 174. Much more rare. Still not a rare card. Much more rare than the Topps Chrome Base PSA 10. Of course, over the last 6 months, it's down. This is going to blow your mind. It's doing the opposite of the Chrome and the Topps that we just looked at. So this card over the last 6 months is down. Over the last 3 months leading up to the scoring, it's flat/down. And then over the last 2 weeks, it's up. That doesn't make any sense. So this card is doing the exact opposite of what the Topps Chrome paper and the Topps Chrome base did. So let me know what you think about that. Gem rate on that's actually 25%. 40% for Beckett. That's a lot higher than one would have guessed, which is leading to why they have such a high pop. So there's your Rushmore. Pretty interesting little array here. A LeBron that we see all the time. A Topps Chrome 2003 box we see all the time. A Wilt we see all the time, but I think in an undergraded slab, I think a lot of you would have to agree with me on that unless I'm crazy. And then a LeBron green retro PMG that I've never seen. And then after that, we go Kobe, Jordan, another LeBron, which is a grade-worthy card. You know, you're buying it for the grade, not necessarily the card. And then a Rave Reviews Jordan VGS 9.5, which seems to be doing pretty well. So that is our auction, the PWCC Weekly Auction number 56 that ended last night on February 12th. Again, don't forget your girls on Valentine's Day, Tuesday, February 14th. Get them something nice. Don't get them a card. Don't get them a Skybox Metal Universe supermodel card. That's not going to be well received. Get your girlfriend, wife, spouse, significant other a nice gift. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. As always, I'll keep cranking these out on Monday. I'm trying to get these posted as early as possible. I'm a little late on this one. You'll get it probably around 10 a.m. But hopefully you guys enjoy it. Let me know what your thoughts are on the card market. Let me know if any of these cards stood out to you. Let me know if you were the big winner on any of these cards. I lost again. I don't know what's up, but I had a lot of bids in on cards in this particular weekly, and I won 6 cards. Get this, totaling $126. So that just gives you an idea of the very low quality of cards that I actually won. And I'm telling you, I was bidding a very aggressive number on a lot of these cards, and I got shut out for like the 3rd or 4th week in a row. I did not win anything of consequence. So that is what it is. I guess I have to take a closer look. But thank you guys for watching. Keep collecting, stay positive in the hobby, and peace.